Hello, my lovely people. Hello. Long time no see. Long time no hear. Sometimes I'm wondering why am I keeping this podcast, and every single time that I'm pondering about a subject, I come to the inevitable conclusion that I do so for myself only. Exactly what you see in the description of my podcast, that I just like to talk and nobody wants to listen to me, and no wonder actually. That's the reason. And it's funny because I'm paying for it. I have to pay for storage, around £8 a month. So I pay £8 a month for a subscription to talk shit. It's so peculiar, honestly. And so I wanted to record a message of feeling down for the reasons that I am to blame, and I am to blame only. It's not that much psychological down, it's far more physical down. The thing is, well, first things first, I am a little sick right now, so this is something that is unrelated to what I'm going to talk about, but still. I gained a lot of weight. In fact, comparing to my best moment last year, I gained 24 kilograms, which is over 50 pounds. I think it's like 55 pounds or 60 pounds. No idea, a lot. And it didn't really take me all that much time as well. As I said, around the year. And I've never been as heavy as I am right now. I currently weigh 118 kilos. That's a lot. And I can really feel all this weight that I have to drag with myself. I'm tired. I can't sleep at night. My restless leg syndrome is the worst it's ever been. My workouts are not energizing as they were before. I am more sick. I find my immune system weaker than it was before as well. And my mood, I just feel down all the time. And honestly, genuinely, radically honestly, that is the only thing that changed. I gained a lot of weight. That's it. And I actually was just speaking to my sister about it, that I completely understand people that are obese and were always obese. I am saying this as a person being on the verge of obesity at the moment. I actually think that BMI would definitely say that I'm obese. Wouldn't take gym into consideration, honestly. But still, I have no problem with saying that. Yeah, sure, maybe I am actually obese. Maybe it's not overweight anymore. But people that were always obese and it's never different for you, Jesus, I totally can understand why you don't want to change. Because diet and exercising and changing your lifestyle is tough as fuck. So you may believe on the rational level, yeah, this will be better for me. Like, if I lose some weight, it will be better for me. But honestly, it's way different to kind of know that, like on a rational level, and to remember that. Jesus Christ, remembering that. That's the whole difference. So I just know how much I lost by gaining. And I started kind of thinking about Joel Delaney. It's a very interesting subject he started that I am not sure if he's ever going to continue to talk about. He might have actually dropped from the idea. But he started to think, how good can I possibly feel? He had his ups and downs, But he was like, okay, how good can I possibly feel? What if I do everything right? Great diet, great workouts, great sleeping schedule, drinking plenty of water, having all the vitamins you need, meditating, self-care things, avoiding stress, all this type of stuff. What if I will do everything that is great? Every single thing that is good for me. And I will keep on doing it. And I'll never stop. And I'll never make an exception. How good will I possibly feel? What if I will strive for the ideal? And in this case scenario, ideal body condition. And I think that a doubt that I currently experience actually made me reflect on the same thing. I could come back to the previous weight. Or I could totally exceed the superior state that I've been in before and make it absolutely marvelously ideal. Because if you would ask me what condition I've been in weighing 94 kilos, I would have to tell you I was okay, but I tend to think about this period of time that I was fit only to myself, because I wasn't fit, I know that. I know that I was not fit, but just by amount of comparison to even myself right now, that was fit. Jesus Christ, that was fit. So what if I would actually make myself fit? What if I would actually be fit? What if I would actually be super healthy? Like, actually healthy. I am not talking about anything even close to, like, Instagram body. No, not at all, but, like, super fucking healthy, you know? By fit, I mean able, like, super able. I'm not sure if I would strive to run a marathon. I'm not sure if I would strive to deadlift 300 kilos. It's not necessarily that. It's more just feeling great. And honestly going for this ideal thing by sacrificing momentary pleasures. Because, Jesus, like, I am an unpleasant person, you know, to be around. I fart a lot, I burp all the time, hiccup never leaves me, reflux, some sort of acidity that I was suffering from before, and I haven't been suffering for years, actually came back, and it's, you know, popping in for a little visit every now and then. I just struggle to move. I get sweaty so easily. After Christmas, I never come back to the gym fully. I came back to the gym like twice a week. I was going 4 times a week before. I really went downhill. And I can see that all those momentary pleasures were just great foods that I had. Some great foods, honestly. Both sweet and savory, honestly. Really great foods. All this added up to my current state. So, in a way, you have to choose your own poison. There's definitely a suffering in denying yourself some great foods, you know, but if instead I would be healthy and energized and happy, I believe that there is a burden that I would prefer to have. And I'm not sure if I ever made a decision like that, because, like, dreams about the great body were always with me. But I'm not sure if I was ever ready to say, yeah, I prefer a different type of pain. Because it's lesser. That's the most important thing. I prefer a different type of suffering. I prefer to suffer in a moment or two throughout the day and be happy every morning that I get up. Be energized for the day. Have a great sleep. Have a great life. And I want to go for it. I'm ready to go for it. To simply try. And by going for it, I totally mean it. I am very doubtful I'll be counting calories as I always were. I'm not going to do that. I am going to actually go and try intuitive eating for real this time. It's, if you ask me, sorry if you will get offended, but it sounds like a joke of a diet. Honestly, it's like, what kind of a way of losing anything that is? But tell you all, like, I am this kind of a psycho that is losing and gaining weight constantly in a very toxic cycles. And I can tell you that I know whenever I am eating something that will result in gaining a lot of weight, and whenever I am eating something that is actually good for me. I actually know that. So I'm going to go for it. Every single time, on the level of even before doing shopping, I will be asking myself, is this good for me? Is this right for me? Will it make me feel good? Then during the meal, I'll be asking the same questions. Is it good for me? Is it going to nourish my body? Is it going to be great for me in the long term? And then eating, the same. Absolutely the same. Is this quantity good enough? Is this quantity good? And good is, it'll have to leave me a little hungry. It'll have to. Because I'll have to lose a little weight, you know? And by little weight, I mean a lot. And I'm going to be absolutely serious about it because I'm actually on the bottom right now. It's funny. Because I know that it is true that hell is a bottomless pit. And the bottom that I'm on is not the real bottom. There is no real bottom. The falling never ends. And you know what? This changes. I can't even do them right now. I'm studying my whole day, 3 days. Seeing my family after 2.5 years not seeing them. And I am going to eat a lot of things that I can't get my hands on living in Scotland. And I might gain even more weight. Not only that, right now I just parked them from a little. I'm going to grab myself a chocolate. I'll have the whole fucking bar right here, right now, knowing that it is bad for me. Because as mindful as I want to be in my change, as mindful I want to be on my bottom to see how it is. How it is to actually nourish your senses and poison your body with a toxin. What does it feel like? What does it feel like right now? What does it feel like an hour after? What does it feel like a month after? Because that's the whole fucking point. I am myself right now, 5 seconds from now, year from now, and 10 years from now, if I'll be lucky to be alive. So that's the whole thing. And it's tough. But I believe that I can finally make that choice. Although we'll see. I had other beliefs similar to these, and I've been failing miserably. But I want to make things right as much as I can. That's I think that's the last thing. I know. First things first, the key to positive change is mindfulness and mindfulness only. Because I am overeating whenever I am not in control. I need to be in control. I need to be conscious. I need to be mindful. That's the most important thing. But secondly, I know that I can't be mindful all the time. And as perfect as I want this change to be, I will start as a loser. And that's why, in part, I am not allowing myself to fall into a slumber of unconsciousness. I am going to grab this chocolate because that's what I do currently. I am going to enjoy every single bit of it. I wonder if my teeth will hurt during the process. Sometimes it does as I eat chocolate. It's so weird. And I'll be mindful through the whole process. I'll be like, okay, this is what the bottom is like. This is what it feels like. And every single time that I will not be there, every single time that I would slip, this is what will be happening. So that I know. And because I know that I cannot make a very drastic change that, through the course of the night will completely transform my life, because I know that. I know that I'll be failing. I'm actually starting from failing completely. AKA not even trying. I'm not even trying at the moment. I'm going to finish recording this. And I'm going to go and grab this chocolate. And I'm going to have it. I'm starting from the bottom. From the actual bottom. See what it is like to climb the roots. And see if reaching the ground isn't impossible. Whatever, the quality of my life is actually shit. Like, genuinely, the quality of my life is absolute garbage at the moment, and it is fully physical. And I have to change it. Thank you very much.